Good morning and welcome to Orca News. The headlines. Mayor Pisa has been convicted liable for nonfeasance and negligence to the public office. Orca district in Picot City has been established. Commerce and Industry in the Interior Department to hold the 2022 census. And Orca News has launched its first website. Chief Justice Russell Keegan has adjudicated by the power vested upon the Supreme Court's verdict on Mayor Henderson Pisa's nonfeasance and negligence to public office to find him convicted liable of civil corruption and possible revocation of public duties as mayor of Shudler and Picot City, to be administered through a recall election.
Court's verdict called upon the judicial court hearing over the call of claims civil corruption neglecting the duties as mayor. Under the Civil Rights Code and the invocation of alleged civil corruption in office, the court's evidence has proven and adjudicated the defendant to be convicted liable and therefore potentially be revoked from office upon the vote of the plaintiff, which will be the citizens of the municipality of Shudler and the city of Picot upon the Landovian Constitution. A recall election in Shudler and Picot City will therefore be administered on Saturday, August 27th if the defendant is worthy to continue his duties as mayor of the municipality of Shudler and mayor of Picot City. In case the defendant has been held and counted upon the votes to instill Mr. Pisa from office, the court's order will be viable and democratic. When the defendant lost the vote for continuing his duties in the office, an acting mayor will be proclaimed by the governor of Picot and the governor of Antiridium unanimously, setting the place for mayor in both the municipality of Shudler and the city of Picot that is valid from September 1, 2022 until the noon of March 1, 2023. A separate midterm election for the position of mayor will be held on the second Saturday of February 2023, which will be valid for a one-year term. That will be the recommendation under the Justice's rule and so to order. The court has adjourned.
According to Chief Justice Russell Elvin Keegan, a recall election for Mayor Pisa will be held on Saturday, August 27th in Shudler and Picot City. Voters will vote if Mayor Henderson Pisa is still worthy to be in office or not. If the vote counted for Mayor Pisa to be recalled, then an acting mayor will be proclaimed by the governors of Picot and Antiridium that will serve from September 1st until noon of March 1st, 2023. A midterm election will be done on the second Saturday of February 2023 to elect an official mayor for Shudler and Picot City that will be valid for a one-year term. Moreover, Mayor Henderson Pisa has no comment on this matter yet, while Vice President Nelson Jefferson urges the people of Shudler and Picot City to vote on the recall election to show how democracy and justice are still powerful and evident in this nation to evoke and expel corrupt officials in the government. The recall elections for Shudler and Picot City will be held only tomorrow at Shudler Municipal Hall for citizens of Shudler and Shudler Assembly Hall for citizens of Picot City. Voting hours will only be from 6 in the morning until 7 p.m. Registered voters from Picot City and Shudler are authorized to vote in the recall election. Proxy voting is prohibited. Voters must only check whether yes or no to the question, shall Henderson Pisa be recalled or removed from the office of mayor of Shudler and Picot City? Votes will then be manually counted, and the procedure of the recall election will only depend on a majority vote. If 50% exceeded votes answered yes, then Mayor Pisa will be recalled under the court order by due trial and referendum. If votes don't reach up to the majority, Mayor Pisa will be installed from office and continue his duties as mayor. The Orca district has been established. More to report from Ludward Klavitz. Ludward?
Yes, Carson. Picot Governor Dimble Haynes has established the Orca district in Picot City yesterday. The governor has made his move. They say that he has still authority under the hands of his province overall amidst Mayor Henderson Pisa's alleged corruption case trial. Governor Haynes said that it must and should be built for the backbone developing phase the city must chase. He said that Picot City will be undergoing the massive infrastructure project since 2020, when lawmakers, even former President Lim Sun, wanted it to move forward ahead. The Tuckershire district will benefit a lot of people through new housing establishments that will further connect Picot to Lubhurt Village. The Lingus Line and the road connecting to Lubhurt Village will be built as long as good governance and responsibility of the people are perceivable, just as we want it. Along with that, there is still no assurance whatsoever that infrastructure projects will be built right away due to a lack of agreements between local constructing contractors. Hence, it would be a waste, and it will be like two-door if so happens. President Klovinsky wanted to maximize efforts even with the littlest of things. Back to you, Carson.
Thank you, Ludward. Here's our weather for today. The Commerce and Industry Department with the Interior Department will be conducting the 2022 census for all Landovians starting this September. The departments with the local governments will administer household census reports to serve the enumeration of people in the population, as well as tallying statistically the given details such as age, sex, occupation, and other population data. It is important for one's individual to participate in the census as an act of citizenship and requiring necessary basic important demographic data and information for one's population in a sovereign state. The Census Act particularly measures the sociological and demographic data in one's locality for commercial and statistical purposes. The census will benefit government representation by district per population, human development, gross domestic product per capita growth rate, economic funding and planning, the feasibility of public services, etc. Censuses are always conducted every 2 years in Landova, abiding by the Landovian Constitution. Here's our orca fact for today. Did you know that orcas are very lively and have different sets of behavior when swimming? As a whale watcher, you will observe orcas performing many different physical maneuvers or behaviors. Every movement they make can be lingering to watch, for they move vigorously along the waters. Some of these behaviors include breaching, flapping, slapping, and waving. As of today, The health department has recorded a total of 25,230 vaccine doses administered, 10,914 of which are fully vaccinated from the initial prescribed doses, while 895 had their booster shot. Booster shots are now open and available for phases 1 to 3. The health department is expecting booster shots phases 4 and 5 will be done by the first week of September. We are proud to announce that for the first time ever, Orca News has launched our own website that will feature the top stories and daily current news in Landova and worldwide. Orca News under the company name of the Landova Central Broadcasting Company, with its subsidiary Loop FM, a frequency of 100.9 MHz has greatly achieved better progress for the prosperous service of the Landovian people. The website will be under maintenance from time to time and may not be available to the general public. On the contrary, Orca News is open for hiring front-end and back-end web developers, and you may inquire at our main office building in Picot City. And that's it for today's news. This is Carson Elgers, reporting for Orca News. Good morning, everyone.